We are back once again, and I named the show another successful court hearing.
Yeah.
Vaughn gave me good news.
Mhm.
Hey, the judge heard you out and said, that they're gonna the nice lady judge is gonna review the case.
Mhm.
So everything seems like a positive, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, everything was positive. Everything
You,
was. But yeah, I went in front of the judge, and uh, the judge seemed to be encouraging. So hopefully, I will be able to um, get some financial relief and try to go back at it again and hit him again. This time, hopefully, the right fucking way. I how am I to know there was three goddamn clerk offices in Manchester? How the fuck am I going to know? There was three different clerk's offices, and to get into circuit court, you have to file in the clerk's office that handles circuit court. I didn't know that. And nobody volunteered to tell me either. What is the harm in saying, hey, you're at the wrong clerk's office. You need to go to circuit clerk's office and file. What's the harm in that? They make it sound like they make it sound like I'm back in the goddamn military intelligence and that I'm dealing with fucking top secret documents or some shit. No, they're not, folks. They're not top secret documents. It's a goddamn court. It's not top secret. You can tell me if I'm going to the right place or not. It's not a violation. It's not an ethics violation. Going to court is a fundamental right. It is not a privilege. Okay, going to court is a right. The Kentucky State Constitution and the federal Constitution both say that I, as a citizen, have a quote redress of grievances. Okay, so let's look that shit up so that the trolls will be happy. We'll Google that shit right now. Actually, I'm gonna Bing it because I hate Google, but we're gonna Bing it. Redress of grievances. The right to petition the government for redress of grievances is a right to make a complaint to or seek the assistance of one's government without fear of punishment or reprisal. Okay, now in today's modern world, where do you go to do that sort of thing? Oh, you go to a court of law. That's exactly where you go. Okay, so a court of law is not a privilege, it is a right. I have a right to be able to go to court. So, all these people that have refused to tell me how to go to court, they have violated my rights, literally. Both Kentucky state constitution and the federal
so what
constitution.
you're saying that people violated your rights? Well, who
Yeah,
violated
well,
your rights?
yeah. When they don't tell me how to get to court, see, going to court is a fundamental right. It's redress of grievances. Okay, well, where do you do that at? You do that in a court of law. Okay, and redress of grievances is one of the fundamental aspects of the Constitution. So we're going to make sure that people get the point. As a constitutionalist, I was well aware of what they were doing, but I didn't want to say anything because I want to see if they knew what the hell they were doing. Apparently, they don't. Apparently, they do not. But yeah, everything went swimmingly in court today, and so hopefully, I can get some financial relief and get everything sorted and get back into court this time, hopefully the correct way, and get stuff done and handled and get
Right.
this out of the way
Amen.
once and for all.
Amen.
And like I said, those people that hindered me from going to court might find themselves in a lot of hot water because that is a fundamental right of the Kentucky State Constitution. I have a right to redress of grievances. In other words, I have a right to be able to go to court and register a complaint. I read it to you. I read it to you from Bing AI. Okay. Redress of grievances is where you file a complaint against the government, be it a local government, state government, federal government, whatever, county government. And that where does that take place? Oh, it takes place in a court of law. Okay, so I have a fundamental right to be able to go to court. So anybody that hinders me from going to court is hindering my rights, is violating my rights. That's a fact. That's not Von Helden's opinion. That is a fact based on both the Kentucky State Constitution and the federal Constitution. But yeah, man, everything went swimmingly in court today. and another victory in court today. Well, partial victory. I mean, the judge could have told me go fuck off somewhere, go stuff myself, or go pound sand, but she didn't. She said she would look into it for me, and so that's good. And hopefully with positive results, like the last time we did this. The last time the judge said, "I'm going to go look at it," we found another will, didn't we? Yes, we did. We found the real will that had me as the executor.
Larry claims that you haven't been paying taxes on those properties. Is that true or no? Maybe you haven't had the money. You haven't had the funds to do it.
Okay, here's the deal on the taxes. I can pay the taxes at any time. I just got to pay a penalty. That's all. So they can sit there and hoo-ha about the taxes all they want. I don't give a shit. But I can pay the taxes anytime I want. Like I said, I just got to pay a penalty. That's all. No big deal. But the taxes are handled, okay? I am all caught up so far on my taxes, all right? I'm all caught up. The only thing I got to do is go in there and pay the late charge if I got one, and that's it. I'm done.
John,
So
if something happens and Vaughn does lose his home or he has to leave, would you take him in New York?
Absolutely.
Do y'all have an extra bedroom for him?
Absolutely. We'll make room.
How about the
Vaughn
dogs?
Ever needs help, if Vaughn
I
ever
can't
needs
take
help.
the dogs.
You can't take the dogs?
No.
Would your truck make it up to New York?
The dogs would be a difficult situation, but we would allow it. I mean, if Vaughn was able to get in his truck, take the dogs, and I don't know about the hellhounds, but the two inside dogs we could take in.